It's hard enough keeping up with one phone, y'all. So in this video, we're gonna make a double phone wallet so that way I can keep up with both of my phones. So let's get right into what you'll need to make this project. First, you'll need a piece of cotton fabric. I also use some flannel material, but you will need a piece of vinyl. So I'll let you know in the description what gauge vinyl I use for this project. You also will need some fusible fleece. So I backed all the pieces with the fusible fleece, one snap for the closure, and a piece of leather. So let's get right into how I made this little double phone wallet. So after I put the fusible fleece on the back sides of the main panels, I went ahead and folded the trim by folding it to the center and then folding it again and then giving it a good press. So I did that to both pieces. The little strips are about 2 inches by 8 inches. And then after giving it a good press, I'm gonna just go ahead and attach it to the ends of the vinyl. You wanna attach it to the 8-inch side of the vinyl. And then I took my regular presser foot off and replaced it with a Teflon foot. This just makes it easy to sew over vinyl. Just in case any piece of the foot touches the vinyl, it'll continue to just glide over it. And after that was done, I took the vinyl piece and I placed it right side up, right over the lining fabric, and clipped it in place. This part is optional. You don't have to draw lines, diagonal lines, and quilt the outer layer. I just like to do this just to give it a little bit of texture, and it just makes it look really cute. And after that, I took both layers and placed them wrong sides facing together. And then I'm just gonna clip them in place and sew all the way around all 4 sides. Just make sure not to sew the little trim on the vinyl pieces. And then I sewed right down the center of the vinyl. And now I'm just gonna make some bias tape. I just cut a strip of fabric that's gonna go all the way around the whole little wallet just to cover up the raw edges. But once you attach this piece of material onto the raw edges, just make sure sewing it all the way around that you don't sew the fabric that's on the ends of the vinyl. So I just took my time here and just went all the way around. And like I said, here I'm just making sure that the bias tape is on the raw edges of the outer panel and not covering any of the material that's on the ends of the vinyl piece. And then once I got to the end, after going all the way around, I cut the end off and just made sure it was a little bit longer so that way it overlapped the other end. And then I just folded the end inward about 1/4 of an inch and then just clipped it in place. And now I'm just going to sew all the way around, just making sure that I don't sew the fabric that's on the end of the vinyl pieces. I cut a piece of leather, brown leather that I had, about 1/2 of an inch by maybe 3 inches, and just used it for the closure. So I just sewed one end of it to the back side of the wallet on one side. And then I just grabbed my hand press and used some snaps to add to the other end of the piece of leather. Just make sure when you add the male in that the male part sticks up on the back side of the wallet, so that way you can snap it closed on the outside of the wallet. And that is it, guys. This little wallet can be used for receipts, for money. It doesn't have to be just for phones, but because I have 2 phones, I thought adding the vinyl, it would be just kind of nice to be able to use my phone in the wallet and just keep them in there. I think it turned out really cute, so I can't wait to throw my phones in there and just really get some use out of it and keep up with both of my phones. So I hope this helps you. If you have 2 phones, this is a great little project that you can make, and it doesn't take much time at all. So watch the next video that's on the screen next for another fun DIY project, and I'll see you in the next video.